Why does it seem like so many people online can hardly spell correctly anymore? Autocorrect on the phones, spell checker built in long time ago into the Word and other word processing programs. Basically, kids no longer worry about the correct way to spell as it's being corrected for them so often. Because all they read is other people's bad spelling, so they don't recognize errors. It's super annoying. Correct spelling and good grammar are free. Use it. Because the internet is creating generations of people are caught in the shallows. I see a lot of excuses about autocorrect and such. What I don't understand is why people don't want Google for the correct spelling or the correct word, to go back and edit to correct their mistakes. Many years ago, my English professor said that what you publish, whether it's a resume, an article in a magazine, or social media, is not only a reflection on you as how you present yourself to the public, but also your level of respect to your target audience. So if your post or comment is full of spelling errors, it portrays yourself as sloppy and too lazy to check your work and that you don't care about who is reading it. And that probably goes for other languages too. English isn't everyone's mother language. Sometimes it gets pretty weird when I write fast and I stumble on the language button, as I tend to switch often between subs in my local language and other English-speaking subs. I don't know where I got this idea, but for some reason I have this idea that typos on those like TikTok text ribbons or whatever are added intentionally. It makes a post seem tossed off, when in fact it's meticulously crafted for wide appeal. Or am too cynical. How many times did you reread this before posting? Online means more spelling. People have always sucked at it, it just was never used this much before. If you don't read a lot, you don't encounter various words as often, so you forget how to spell them. I remember this one time I was talking to a person about something I do for work. He made some poor inferences, and I was genuinely trying to help him understand why he was incorrect by providing correct information in layman's terms until it happened. I either fat-fingered or was auto-corrected, but toe the line came out as toe the line. Dude went apeshit, hyper-focusing on the spelling mistake and going on about how he was right all along, and that made him sure of it. I don't know why such a silly interaction with a total stranger has stuck with me. But it's funny for me to think, what if my job really was paying me to do everything horribly wrong and they were still successful in spite of it? That'd be quite something, lol. My major issue is with autocorrect. A lot of times, I discover nonsensical corrections once it is too late. I'm going to go with autocorrect. When I was in school I was very good at spelling, had no problems. Now as an adult I only have to do the first 3 letters before my phone does it for me. If you don't use it, you lose it. Anymore? I've been on the internet for more than 30 years, this shit is very not new. I'm sure you can find archived Usenet posts from the early 90s with tons of evidence of people misspelling words. It might become more acceptable to misspell things over the years, and that might lead to people being less worried about fixing their errors. But it's just always been a fact of life that not everyone has the same spelling skills, and that's more noticeable in a largely text-based medium. Culture has just shifted such that we don't care about typos anymore in this if you ain't first, you're last world. People just communicate in tweet-length missives written quickly, they contain some fatfinger errors, some autocorrect errors, and you just look through them and figure out what was really meant. Because autocorrect sucks. Literacy in general has taken a huge downturn since 2016. Gorgeous Carlin said it best about our education system, and how badly it fails, and that's exactly what politicians want: voters just smart enough to work for them, but not think. See link https. People online are too busy writing their opinions instead of reading a proper book. Yeah, I miss the old internet, where everyone used correct spelling and grammar.